drop him off. They are kind enough to allow him to come in and be dropped off before they are open, so that I can just drop him off on my way to Loxahatchee instead of having to drive to Loxahatchee and then turn around and drive all the way back. So I'm very, very grateful to them that they allow me to do this. So he is going in for his 52nd Cytosar infusion treatment today. As you guys know, you saw the video on Saturday. He just celebrated 3 years with us. When he got his diagnosis of autoimmune MUE with optic neuritis, they told us best case scenario is 2 years. And especially if he had to continue his treatments, which we know he does, because we tried to space them out at one point and he started relapsing. So they told us best case scenario was 2 years. That was an average. That was what all the textbooks said, and that was what they had seen themselves physically. But this little guy just got to 3 years and surpassed it, and he's still doing amazing. He has no real signs of the disease, which is tremendous. It's amazing. He is blind in his right eye, but I'm sorry, he's blind in his left eye. He's blind in his left eye. He can only see out of his right eye. But one eye is better than none. He was totally blind when he came to us. And we started the treatment immediately that day, right after the MRI. And within a week, I noticed he was actually looking at stuff and could tell that he had some of his vision back. And we took a guess, and the neurologist kind of tested him a little bit, but we got a definite from the eye specialist when he was having his problems with ulcers. They looked into his eyes and they confirmed that he absolutely had zero sight out of his left eye, that the optic nerve was completely destroyed, which is from the disease, but that he could see from his right eye. So that's the only thing really that is visible to us as far as his disease goes. He has no problem walking. He has no problem getting around. He jumps on and off the couch. He runs in the yard. He enjoys his life. He enjoys his food. He enjoys roughhousing with his foster brothers. So he's doing amazing for his diagnosis and what he has. He is just a little rock star. But in order to keep him this way, we do have to do these treatments for him every 3 weeks. He is on a very small dose of prednisone daily, only 2 milligrams a day at night. And they said that should not be doing too much damage because it is such a small dose, especially for his size. He's a big boy. He's a big Frenchie. But he is, he's doing great. He's doing really well. And these treatments are what is making that possible. So we will continue to do them every 3 weeks until they are no longer working or until he can no longer handle them. Hopefully, I'm very hopeful and I'm grateful I'm grateful. I'm very grateful, very blessed that we got 3 years, but I am hopeful that we will make it to the 4-year anniversary. And with him doing as well as he's doing, I don't see why he wouldn't. But of course, we know every day is a gift. A beautiful, beautiful gift. And that's how we live. And of course, you know, every time we do these treatments, it's very costly for our rescue, and it is every 3 weeks. And then he has to have blood work done on the 4th week. And then he has his prednisone that he has to get filled usually around every third visit, I believe. Is when we get them, or maybe it's every second visit. I think every second or third visit we have to have his prednisone filled, and then he's on his daily eye drop to hopefully keep any further ulcers from popping up in his good eye. Of course, it would be his good eye, the one he can see out of, that he would get those ulcers in. So we want to make sure that does not happen, and we don't have an issue where he has to have surgery on his good eye. So he's on those eye drops daily to prevent that from happening, hopefully. But all of that does cost our organization quite a lot of money a month. I do have the donate button on this video, as well as all the links to be able to donate. We have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. We also now take Zelle. You can just look us up through your banking app, either by our email address, 100plusabandoneddogs@gmail.com, or by the phone number 561-860-3783, and you should be able to pull up 100 Plus Animal Rescue Inc. So we do take Zelle. And if you could, please make a donation towards his treatment today. Even if you can only afford to do $1. I know it was just the holidays, and I know everything is more expensive now, and I know a lot of people are hurting, but even if it's just $1, every dollar counts. Every dollar adds up. And this is the only thing keeping him here. I mean, yes, his life and his love and his foster brothers and me and his family at the rescue and everybody who he loves and adores, keep his spirits up and keep him here. But it's the actual treatments that are keeping the horrible disease at bay and allowing him to live this life. So it is basically a non-negotiable with him. He has to have them, because if we were to stop them, then the disease would take over and we would lose him, and that would be horrible, because as I said, this little boy enjoys his life tremendously. As you saw on Saturday, if you watched the video. If you didn't, go back and find it. He had his little birthday cake. We were outside at the tiki, and Uncle Keith had gone to the store to get him a cake to celebrate his 3 years, and myself and Shelly and Keith and Aunt Carol were all out there with Cloud, and sang him happy birthday, and he had his birthday cake, and he was so excited. So very excited. He even jumped up on Aunt Carol's lap on the couch and was giving her all kinds of kisses. Or trying to, but he was a little slobbery. But, yeah, these treatments are what makes that possible. And what will hopefully keep him around for year number 4. So, again, guys, I do have the donate button on the video, and I also have all of the links in the verbiage, as I said, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and we do take Zelle as well. And then, of course, the mailing address is on there. Also, if you would rather mail a check and you don't do any of the electronic options, that's an option as well. Yeah, baby. Where you most there? So once again, I know it's early. I don't even know if there's many people on right now because it is quite early. But hopefully there is. I really can't see the screen because I'm driving. But hopefully there are a few people on, and hopefully a couple of you were able to make a donation. And then if you watch it later, and you could please make a donation. And then of course, when I pick him up later today, I will come live again to give you an update and let you know how he did. Because every morning we bring him in, they do a full exam of him, on him. They check his heart, they listen to his lungs, they do his blood pressure, they check his temperature, and they do a full exam of his menace responses to see where he is, if there's any decline, or if he's stable from the last one. And then, they update me, and as long as everything is good, they get the IV in place and they start his treatment. So I'm expecting that everything is going to be fine for his treatment, and hopefully everything is stable. Right? Oh, I love this face. So yes, I will update you guys when I go pick him up later today. And, oh, what a beautiful sunrise. And again, thank you all so much for your continued love and support of Mario and our organization, because we truly could not do this without you. Alright, a little bit early. Hopefully they'll be able to take him in, even though I'm a little early. If not, we're going to be sitting in the car for a little bit. Alright guys, thank you so very much. Once again, I will update you later when I pick him up on how he did and everything. So, thank you guys very much. This is Tiffany with Mario and Cloud, 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs, Everglades, Florida. Happy Tuesday.